Hey, hey, beloveds, welcome in. I hope that you're all doing well. So, many of us are in a stage of waiting, a period where we might feel like nothing is happening. We might even feel stagnant, stuck. But this is actually a very important time because it is like we have entered an energetic tunnel. And with the number 9 coming forth as well. So the number 9 is about our creativity, right? It denotes transformation, completion, judgment. But it is self-judgment. And I don't mean judgment in the way of we now need to bash ourselves for the wrong choices we have made, because there is no such thing as wrong choices. Everything is a lesson to be learned. So we are in this tunnel. I just saw 121 on the timer, so maybe that number is significant for you. So the number 9 is associated with our self-expression. It is about leadership of the self, mastery of the self. It is about humanitarianism. Because of the things that we have gone through, we are now able to help someone else. So number 9 is a pivotal moment of transformation, actually, which signifies a completion of a certain phase in our lives, and the initiation of the next. So where we are finding ourselves, where things don't seem to be moving, is because we are in what I would call a tunnel of clarity. So it's like you being walking through this tunnel, and at the end of the tunnel, in the distance, you see a light, and you are walking towards that light. But in order for you to get there, you have to walk through this tunnel. This tunnel is where you review, reflect upon things that have happened to you in your life, whether this be recent or in the distant past. There is a lesson there to be learned. And as you review, you come to understand the bigger picture of why certain things had to happen. For you, you have to remember that everything that happens is actually for your growth. And I just saw 123 on the timer. And that always denotes steps, right? It is steps to our next phase. So, as I said, with this review of the things that have happened to you, there has to be insights gained as to why these things have happened. Like I said, it is there for your growth, right? Things happen for our spiritual clarity. And with that clarity comes the growth, because we now understand from a higher perspective why things happened. So this tunnel is a tunnel of clarity. It is also a tunnel of transformation, because we are transforming as we gain clarity, as we gain a higher perspective. We are transforming. So as we walk through this tunnel and we finally reach the understanding, right, comes, like I said, walking through this tunnel, the understanding comes, right? And we have to take the time when we are walking through this tunnel. We need to take the time to understand, so that we can gain the clarity, so that we can have the insights, because that is how we grow. The human condition is such that we feel the need for instant gratification. And we all do that, right? It is not about feeling guilt or shame because we do know it is never about that. It is about the understanding of having the insights that certain things have happened for our growth. Certain situations, certain people, um, understanding brings growth. And so this metamorphosis, this phase, and so as we journey through this tunnel, we are experiencing a metamorphosis. Because once we come through the tunnel, and that only happens once we understand the, the reasons why certain things have happened. We gain the clarity. That is when we actually exit the tunnel and we stand in this light of illumination and enlightenment. And that is, in fact, your new timeline. That is when you step into your new timeline. I had someone ask me about their life feels very stuck, like things aren't moving forward. But it's because we are in this phase, we are in this tunnel. And part of being in this tunnel is that we now need to make decisions. Once we come to the understanding of why certain things have happened, we now need to make decisions. And these decisions, pardon, and decisions are how we adapt and come to own and know ourselves through any significant change, right? It is our decisions that we make about how to step forward once we have gained the clarity and understanding. That becomes our choosing. And those decisions are actually how we grow. And so we might find that we tend to hold on to certain things that have happened. Maybe we have been hurt by people or situations, and now we are holding on. And this also happens in this tunnel of clarity. It's where we tend to hold on. And yet, we have to take the time to review our life. If we want to step into a different reality, into a different timeline, and we want to grow, we need to do all those things, right? So we are at a point where we need to let go. Something needs to go in our lives. And I just saw 55 on the timer and 1000. 5 is the number of change, right? And 1000, it is the start of a new journey, right? So we need to take the time to recognize and to act on our choices after the review. This is what we need to now do. I would like to read something to you and to ask, and in that, to ask a few questions. Let go of what is letting go of you. Isn't that beautiful? Let go of what is letting go of you. Allow the tide of time to take what it wants back into the ocean of life and release new treasures upon your shore. Always ask yourself, what is in my power to choose right now? What choice do I want to make here and why? Is this decision ultimately from a place of self love? If you are not sure, then ask yourself, is the choice aligned with what pure source love, which you intrinsically are? Is this the choice aligned with what pure source love would choose for itself? And so, dear beloveds, be gentle with yourself as you travel through this tunnel of clarity. Always come from a place of openness of heart towards yourself and others. This journey of life is not about shame or guilt or unforgiveness. It is about you coming back to love. From that state, everything flows, everything that is transformative, that is high vibration, that is joy, that is abundance. Everything flows from that state. Openness of heart. Because once that portal of the heart is open, and that is why the heart sits in the center of the body. Once that portal is open, it's like you draw in the blessings of the universe. And so, beloveds, from my heart song to yours, I wish you peace, love, and light. Namaste.